Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the KF podcast. This is the Detective Pikachu Pokemon movie spoiler review. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just found us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com and at the KF Podcast and all your other social media needs. We got myself. We got Brock.
Hi.
We got Lance.
Yep.
We got Justin.
Yo.
Donald.
Hello.
And we're going to break down
Pokemon Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
We just saw all the way down to McCandless.
Yeah.
With some cool-ass heated seats.
Yeah.
I like the little tray table.
That was nice, too.
Tray table was nice. McCandless Crossings. It's a Cinemark theater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinemark, a nice theater.
Yeah.
And you can do Fandango tickets with it. So.
Yeah. Which was
Did
cool.
you guys get Pokemon cards commemorative for the
We
movie?
did.
We
Brock
sure
was
did.
very nervous that we weren't going to get Pokemon cards. The whole movie he was worried, and at the end the lady was handing them out. He was very excited.
I was.
And he tried to take Alex's.
But Ken's going to get his back soon.
Ken gave me his. But he didn't realize it was a limited edition thing.
He doesn't. He's an idiot. Started
Now he
the whole
wants it
thing on
back.
the way home about Ken never forgiving him and when there are sons and daughters having a war over a Pokemon card. It got really out of control really fast for the half-hour ride home. But anyway, Detective Pikachu. And Ken got a Captain Marvel cup with an iron-on badge he's going to put on his jean jacket.
Jean jacket, iron on patches.
There you go. So, Detective Pikachu review. I think we're going to skip non-spoiler type reviews. There's Justin. What's in this review?
Spoilers!
All right, there you go. Justin, start with you, man. Go ahead. What'd you think of Detective Pikachu?
It was all right. I think if I'd had more of a connection to the whole Pokemon gaming and you know the history, I think I might have enjoyed it more. It was all right. A little predictable.
Mm-hmm.
I think spoiler alert: Ryan Reynolds is the kid's dad. As soon as I saw a white hand when they showed his dad, I was like, "Oh, his dad's going to be Ryan Reynolds." So it was a little predictable.
A white hand,
but
it was like a power.
I thought it was like a Mickey Mouse glove.
So did I.
no, when they first showed the accident and they showed his dad crawling out, you could tell his dad was white. And so I was like, oh, well, his dad's going to be Ryan Reynolds.
I think we call it Caucasian nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
No.
You know, it had some funny moments. The CGI was good.
It was.
The characters looked good. Mew was pretty cool. But, you know, that's my spoiler-filled review.
Mew wasn't in this movie. It was Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Sorry.
Me too. It's a Me Too movement.
No, Mew was in a drawing.
He was.
He was.
My thing about Ryan Reynolds is they clearly didn't have him picked from the start. They're like, all right, whoever voices Pikachu, we film one scene with him and he's done. And that's all they had to do.
So what'd you think about it? Go ahead.
I thought it was the dumbest plot in a movie I've seen in a long time. I basically just watched live-action Pokemon, and I was fine with it.
It wasn't even that. It was like watered down live action Pokemon.
Yeah. I liked that you had to watch the first animated movie for the prequel to Mewtwo. You had to watch how he murdered a bunch of people and then he found faith in humanity and Ryan Reynolds to not murder a bunch of people. So that was always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of a Pokemon I didn't see in it, and the only one I can think of is Scyther.
There were a lot that weren't in there. There were maybe 25 to 30 different Pokemon.
I feel like
Yeah.
in the
Out of
background
700.
there's a...
I didn't see that big Metagross guy, the big crab robot dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty big. He'd been
Yeah.
kind of hard to have around
Yeah.
walking around town.
Well, but I mean, they had the
Torterra.
Torteras, yeah.
Are they normally that big?
No, they were engineering those to be bigger.
Yeah, he was like, why is that so big? I go, did you fucking watch the movie where they showed they were engineering the size of it? He's like, oh no, I must have missed it.
All right. Well, Lance, what do you think about it?
It was pretty much what I expected. I wasn't exactly expecting Gone with the Wind.
I was.
But, you know, it's sort of interesting to see the CGI of those Pokemon and to see them sort of interjected into a real world.
Yeah.
And to see it actually done really well. Other than that, the plot was stupid and it was probably 20 minutes too long. But other than that, it was not.
And it was only like an hour and 20 minutes long.
It was actually an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which I was surprised
So
by.
it should have been an hour and 20 minutes long.
Cranberries thing had it listed at it was like an hour and 25 or something. But It was
Yeah.
really an hour and 44. Brock, you're the the biggest Pokemon fan here.
It's true.
So what did you think about this movie? It was just like everything you wanted to see when you were a kid?
No, I mean, it was it was a fun, like, shut your brain off and kind of enjoy the ride kind of movie. But I liked the beginning where they were out trying to catch that Cubone. Like, I want to see a movie like that where it's like it's like actually like the games and stuff.
I agree. I thought that was the coolest part. Like, actually throwing a Pokeball and trying to catch it. And
Yeah.
that was much better than everybody's got a happy pet and you're walking around with your pet.
Yeah.
It's a
and-
partner. It's their
It's
It's
sexual
like
partner.
True Blood with Pokemon. They're
Yeah.
mainstreaming the Pokemon.
Yeah, they were mainstreaming them.
I liked how they actually like explained why Cubone wears like the bone and what he used.
Well, they explain that in the cards. I
Of a
feel
dead
like.
They do it in the
relative.
Pokedex.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the effects and everything look good. I can't get into good guy Mewtwo because he's just always been a villain.
Yeah.
But I like the twist because at least it was not predictable like the rest of this movie was.
Yeah.
This movie was rough.
The movie was very predictable. I thought it was a little boring in some parts.
It was so heavily explained.
Yeah,
Like,
Well, you could definitely tell it was meant for
children.
children. Yeah.
But I don't even think that, like, some parts kids would be having fun in those. Like, a couple parts I looked over. I had my 9-year-old son with us, and he was a little bored in some parts. Like, the kid's crying, telling some story, and then the other one is talking. Like, I don't know. There was a lot of... I would have liked to see them do more with some of the characters because they looked really cool.
Yeah, like that battle scene with the Underground Fight Club thing was
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah.
Like the fight between Gengar and Blastoise.
Yeah.
Like watching a movie that's all that kind of stuff would be pretty fun.
I would like to have seen more evolutions. Mm-hmm. Like maybe one of those Bulbasaurs turn into like
Well,
a
Venusaur.
they had one evolution, but they did it off screen.
yeah.
They like cut away as the Eevee was evolving. Oh look, it turned into Flareon.
And they did the
cheap.
magic
Gyarados.
part. Did the Gyarados, but
They
that
cut
was,
away on that too.
yeah.
But I mean the special effects were good. The acting was kind of boring.
Mm-hmm.
I knew right away that the old guy who's a vampire from Underworld and he was going to be a bad guy. I know Victor's a bad guy. You can't try and fool me that he's going to be a good guy. What was the only movie he was ever a good guy in?
Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Other than that, he's always a bad guy with a prick with a hidden agenda, lying to someone.
I don't
Great at it though.
still understand his plan. Like,
Yeah, let's discuss that, Ken. Because
all right, so let's break this down. So he was dying. So Old Man Winter was dying. Victor was dying of a disease that couldn't be cured. So to cure himself, he went to Pokemon and realized the Pokemon.
they evolved to stay alive. I think is what he was. They become the best version of themselves.
But
Okay.
does that
That's what he
keep
was
them
saying.
alive, though?
I don't think they're immortal. I think they die.
Well, they
Yeah.
kind of made it seem like they were immortal in this movie. So then he decided that he needed to be the best version of himself. But then if he put his brain in Mewtwo, not his brain, he had to put his essence.
His mind.
Yeah, his mind in Mewtwo. Then he would live forever. So if he did that, he should meld the entire city's brains into Pokemon.
Which I didn't understand. And not only did he meld their brain, but they disappeared and like went into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like why didn't he disappear when all the other people disappeared?
He wasn't using Mewtwo magic. He was
Yeah.
using a headset.
He was using
Maybe.
technology. And
Maybe Mewtwo is too powerful to go into. Maybe.
He's wearing a purity ring.
Is that one of Mewtwo's powers? He can merge bodies together
In this movie, it was.
as long as they're angry.
Yeah, they have to be angry.
Yeah, well, yeah, they had to be
Right.
angry.
Which that doesn't make any
But that
sense.
doesn't make any sense because Pikachu wasn't angry whenever he put Harry's dad into Pikachu.
Yeah, he wasn't,
He was
yeah.
sad and told him he wanted to do it, which is weird.
Maybe
how
if they volunteer to do it, they don't have to be angry.
But why did he put Harry's dad in Pikachu's body in the first
To
place?
save his body.
it seemed like Mewtwo just was like, "Can you go find his dad? That'd be kind of cool."
I mean, that whole thing where he's like, look, his body's like dead, but I'll put him in you, it'll store him, and then if you bring the sun to me, then he can be reborn. Like, I don't know what kind of magic, I don't know what kind of horseshit Pokemon magic that was, but that was pretty freaking stupid.
that was one of
It's on
those.
par with the demon that hops through dogs.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It was the arbitrary quest. You just roll the d20 and figure out what you have to do.
It was really
there's a lot
convoluted nonsense. Like, bring me the sun. If you have the sun, the father can live through his body. I'll hide it in Pikachu. Like, what? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
All I know is, like, 10 minutes before that happened, Ken turned to me and was like, Ryan Reynolds is going to be his dad. And I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, it's going to be his dad. Then at the end, he's like, oh, maybe not. He didn't come back.
Someone I talked to, might have been John at the store, said that he thought that all along before even seeing the movie.
He's a seer of the future.
Well,
I like everyone's like, that's Ash's Pikachu. I'm like,
including Alex.
Alex.
I feel like it was more than just Alex saying it. I felt like
I did hear a lot of that.
I mean, he got it from Game Theory, the YouTube guys.
Hey, YouTube guys, Game Theory.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, they were
There's
wrong.
more than one Pikachu in the world.
No.
Well, there was a big statue, the big balloon of him.
Yeah,
What was the other Mewtwo power where he was able to blow up all the balloons and then also dissolve the gas? Like, he had a lot of super
He's
powers.
I don't think he was absorbing the gas. I think that the gas was highly flammable and would dissipate to flame.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I also mean, the whole point of this gas is just to make a Pokemon angry.
Yeah, and also to float balloons because it's lighter than air.
Lighter
Yeah,
than
can float
air.
balloons too. I didn't mind the whole that they got angry. Like, I thought that was a cool scene with the monkeys where they get all angry. I didn't mind the whole, like, you're trying to deface Pokemon by turning them on people, which would be messed up if you have them laying around. They all of a sudden start attacking you. I mean,
They got all these Pokemon laying around.
some of them are, pretty big and nasty looking. So that part I didn't mind, but I didn't understand, like, the end part of it. He wanted to get him angry so that Mewtwo could put humans in him. Like, it was
Made
just
no
so
sense.
weird. I felt like it was written by Alex and his friends. They just sat around and came up with that. And they were like, and then it makes him mad. And then, like, Mewtwo puts them all in bodies and all the bodies go away. Oh, okay. Where's Ryan Reynolds from? Well, he's in his dad because his dad needed a host body to repair. You have to bring the sun. Like, this is some crazy shit. I've read these books before. They're a little weird. What do you think was the best looking Pokemon?
Probably the Psyduck.
It's pretty hot.
He was pretty funny.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I thought the Gray Ninja guys look cool.
Yeah.
If I
I
said
like
that
the
name
big
right.
dragonfish
Ninja.
thing.
Dragonfish? What, the Gyarados?
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool
The
looking.
Charizard was neat too. All the Pokemon look pretty accurate. I like
The birds look really good.
Yeah, I like the big scar on Charizard's face from the previous fight.
I love the Snorlax that was actually sort of sitting in
In the middle of traffic.
Yeah.
That's
Sleeping.
totally from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he blocks stupid roads.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He blocks the road.
You have to play a flute to wake him up.
But then later on
do.
in the parade, like you saw all the people in like the Snorlax onesies.
I like the Ditto in the end scene, like him switching between everything and having the weird eyes. I thought that was fun.
That was weird to have the beady eyes.
The beady eyes were strange. But, I don't know. All in all, it was kind of goofy.
Yeah, it's a Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting much, but I was expecting it cohesive.
I was actually expecting it to be, from the trailers, to be funnier.
I think all the funny parts were in the trailer.
All the funny parts were in the trailers. Like, I was like, oh, this is going to have some really good one-liners.
Yeah.
Because the trailer had a lot of good one-liners. And then I'm like, that's really it. Like, the rest of it, he was just kind of...
Do you think they killed Mr. Mime?
They did light him on fire.
They light him on fire.
Yeah, that was a little dark.
Dumped gasoline all over.
Justin, were you the only single person there? Or were you, like, the only person that went alone to that theater? Was everybody else with their kids?
Actually, there weren't that many kids there. I think there was only like maybe 4 or 5 like little kids there.
And you wore a
There were
Mickey
some,
Mouse
like-
shirt. Did you wear a Mickey Mouse shirt to the...
Yeah, I wore my vampire Mickey Mouse shirt.
People totally thought you were there to abduct children.
That's fine.
You might as well have been wearing a little Pedo Bear shirt.
You might as well pull up in a white ice cream truck van.
Wow.
It got dark fast, didn't it?
There weren't a lot of kids at our theater either.
I was sitting next to one. Dawn. Yeah, I mean, there was kids.
There was
there.
some in front of us and some to the right of you.
It was mostly adults that I noticed.
They were wearing very dapper ties and vests.
Yeah, ignoring us.
All right, does anybody have anything else to say about this movie?
I thought, and I said before we got started, I remembered where I noticed, or where I remembered the actress from. The Lucy was the chick from Supernatural.
Yeah, she's one of those. Yeah,
She's the younger girl, the young hunter and she's great on Supernatural. I thought she sucked in this.
she's one of the Wayward sisters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought she was.
She was not great in this movie.
No,
No, she
she's
was
great
pretty-
on that show.
she was
So
pretty good.
I don't know if it was her direction or the director made her act all weird, but
The actor's like, hey, act poorly. Done.
What do you think about Ken Watanabe as the lieutenant or whatever?
he's always great. I love that dude.
Yeah, he was in the Godzilla trailer before, then he was in this.
I liked Jaden Smith. I thought he was really good in this movie.
It wasn't Jaden Smith, it was Justice Smith. That kid, I don't know.
David Justice.
That kid was all right.
He was probably the best actor in the movie, honestly. Like everybody else.
Even better than Ryan Reynolds, because I think he was just like, oh, yeah.
Did you pick up that it was the cab driver from Deadpool? Was his friend?
At the beginning.
Oh my god, no, I didn't until you just said that.
Yeah. He had a cameo.
Yeah, I like Justice's haircut. It reminded me of mine when I was that
Is
age.
that what you look like?
That's what I look like with
Sexy.
hair.
A young David Justice was Lance.
Yep, there we go.
David Justice.
Totally the wrong person. All right. Well, anybody else got anything
Does that
on?
mean I get J-Lo?
That's,
It's a different person and a different podcast. You got anything else you want to talk about this movie?
no.
Brock?
No, I think it's worth seeing if you like Pokemon, but other than that, you could probably skip it.
If you like Pokemon and your kids like Pokemon, I would definitely take them to see it because it's cool looking.
Alex was real excited about Ditto.
He was.
I think for us, this was a tough follow up to Endgame. I mean, this is the first thing we've seen after Endgame, and
Other than the
tough to-
porn that you watch. But yeah, this is the first
This
thing
is-
since then.
This is a good palate cleanser. We weren't expecting much from it.
Palate
Right.
cleanser. Yeah, that's a good way to look
I'm going
at
to
it.
slap you in the face.
Don't. You have a badge.
I'm going to iron on this patch on your face.
All right. Well, let's go around. We'll give it some. We'll score it.
5 scores.
What are we? We're using our new scoring system too. Do you know what everybody remember what there is?
Yep.
Mine's the same.
Everyone's the same, but me and Lance, basically.
Okay.
I thought I switched mine.
You did. What'd you switch to?
Luchador mask.
That's right. All right. Let's start with you. How many luchador masks?
2.5. What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say what color luchador mask, but that's gonna be too hard for me. So don't answer that question. All right. Go ahead. How many luchador masks?
I give it 2.5 luchador masks.
All right. Brock. Nondescript baseball hats.
I'm going to go with 2.
2. Lance. Your Master Chief helmets.
Master Chief helmets.
Master Chef.
I'm going to go with 2.
All right. Justin, cheese slices.
2.5.
2.5. And I'm going to give it 2.5 Dragon Balls.
Boring.
He got mad and he got mad. I already told you I was using that as my new rating system, but you still
That's
got
the
mad.
reason we had to change the rating
No
system.
one had to change.
Yes, you
I
did.
asked you if you
You
wanted to
gave me
change.
shit
Brock didn't
constantly.
change.
Yeah, he gave me shit and I didn't
I didn't
change.
give him any shit.
Yeah, you did.
I was tired of using me and Lance were tired of using our bald heads. We wanted something cooler.
Lance, did you say anything about not using your bald head, or did Dawn message you one day and go,
Lance,
hey, I'm switching?
Aren't you much more excited using than anyone than your head? Huh?
I hate it when they fight.
There's a fight on everything. Go listen to SoundCloud. Wait for this fight. If you think this is bad,
Ding, ding.
SoundCloud's going to be great.
go
Trying
see
something new this week.
Go see this movie. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
free Pokemon cards.
I think it's worth seeing. Just don't go there with great expectations.
Honestly, I think this is a perfect Redbox rental.
But you don't get cards at Redbox.
True story.
Or
Well,
any
neither
other
did
night,
Ken.
other than the night.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
only opening night. And Ken gave it to me.
What? She had a lot of cards still.
Maybe they're going to give them away until they run out.
All right, take us out. End this episode.
All right, everyone, please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends, comment on the movie below, and yeah, have a good night.